Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about the Gladiator 2 trailer. It's, well, let's summarize a little bit. It looks good, at least the armors looks proper, the effects looks, nice, the clothing really does look acceptably good. I mean, it doesn't look like the super ultra expensive Rings of Power in which they used kind of like a mesh t-shirt with printed stuff on it and things like that. So it looks proper. At least we know there doesn't seem to be allegedly any money laundering going on, at the least. But the problem begins is that it's not a sequel that we need. But even more so, it's also not a sequel with the current year politics, because even in the trailer you start to see the message seeping through. I have a feeling that Ridley Scott only managed to get this greenlit was because of the message that it needed to paint or sell. Like I said, good special effects, but the problem begins with Denzel Washington and other people of the same racial makeup as him. Look, Denzel Washington is one of my all-time favorite actors, but let me just say he is not proper in this cast because he's portraying a character that existed before. Let me just show it to you. He was born in North Africa. North Africa at the time was mostly Greek descent, Mediterranean, even Arab-looking people. So it was completely like that racial makeup of the region. And this was what? The known world based around the time this movie happens. It's around, give a few 100 years, give or take. But either way, this was the region around that time. There were no sub-Saharan Africans in that region. In fact, neither side knew that the other existed. Neither Sub-Saharan Africa knew Europe existed, neither Europe knew Sub-Saharan existed. Just because somebody was born in Africa does not mean they need to look black. That's just the pinnacle of racism from Hollywood. But just to be on the cherry on top on that very, very shitty racist cake that it is Hollywood, they added rap music on the trailer. Because why not? Fuck me. Before I continue, here is something far better than the garbage that I watched. Well, technically it wasn't that much of a garbage, but I digress.
Chosen knights. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
Yeah, I'm back, baby. Yeah. Right. So, this is the known region. Like I said before, things tended to be very long distance during that time. Today, you can barely, spend a couple of hours if you're, from Paris or something. You take an airplane, a couple of hours, and you're down back, in Nigeria or something. Back then, a trip like that could take you almost a year walking. Or even a couple of months, even by ship. Especially ships that were tiny and susceptible to very, very rough seas. And the technology that the Vikings developed wouldn't come for a few hundred years after this to cross the North Atlantic. And even then, they still didn't reach proper to actual sub-Saharan Africa. This is just bad storytelling, bad history, and absolutely fucking racism. Here, what I mean with sub-Saharan Africa, there is like a vast fucking desert in the middle. Think of it like a massive kitty litter. You're not going to cross that with a simple jump as these woke idiots think you can. Do they actually think you could just grab a plane and cross and then reach Rome and become, a Roman emperor or something like that? No, you cannot, you fucking morons! But then again, we are dealing with SJWs, who literally failed history and science in their school. These people are actually the bullies that used to be in the classes and are now completely useless. And now they try to, dictate what you should and shouldn't believe. In fact, these bullies are so useless that the best thing they can do is, flip burgers, and even then, they'll still manage to burn the burger. Right. So, with that being said, with this little trailer over here, in which you see the characters, the armor looks proper, the ships looks nice, the architecture, but here, this is just not correct. I am sorry, it's just not historically correct. If this was in current year, literally happening right in 2024, no, hell, 1980, I'll say, yeah, he could be there. It would be completely historically accurate, because migration happened. But back then, migration did not happen from the regions that were not aware of one and the other. That's historically accurate. This is not. And right around at the end of the trailer, we start with the best cherry on top of racism. Rap music. That's exactly what we needed. A Roman era type of trailer movie, and you include rap. I think this trailer was cut together by SJW, because that's the only way you could potentially explain the rap music, because there's nobody more racist than neo-Nazis and SJWs. Good God, these people are filthy racist. But, I need to update the list, so I did. So, besides adding from Lady Jane something, my Lady Jane, I think that's the title of the series, I've added now Gladiator. So this list, blockwashing, hey, it's growing up, and I don't know what the hell is happening, but it seems that once you open the gates for historical revisionism, they really are going ape shit into that one. I mean, the characters that I added with an R in the name is really, really starting to worry me lately. I mean, the most the people would look like in North Africa would be really Arab looking or Mediterranean looking, like somebody from Cyprus, around that region, or more or less Israel. And that's it. And now, let's race swap. So this list will keep on growing. Macreus, I think that's his name, Macrinus. Here he is, Macrinus. Yeah, there you go. Denzel Washington, Gladiator 2. Don't worry, there's still more people to add from Gladiator 2 in this list as soon as I find out their actual character names. There is one that I'm still waiting to know its name, so I can actually add it here. Good God, these people are really, really disgusting. I mean, they have no respect for history, they have no respect for anybody, they have no respect even for the viewers themselves, even for the race of the character they are race swapping it to the people watching everything. They literally have no respect whatsoever. It's all about the message, and the message. The message once, the message after all, and all for the message. And anybody who is against the message, shoo. So basically we have 344 entries on blackwashing. Things are breaking records over here, aren't they? Well, on that goddamn fucking hell, on this racist nightmare, have a great fucking night, and remember, fuck YouTube, fuck Hollywood, and remember, always wear a condom with these things. You really don't want an STD with these people. I mean, look at the SJW, the average SJW. Do you look like something you want to touch? Nah, SJWs are... Anyway, yeah, that's it.